children, the world around us is so colorful. It has all the beautiful landscapes and various colors, vibrant flowers. How do we see them and how do we know that they are so good? That is because of light. When light falls on some object and reflects back, we can see that object. Hence, we can see this beautiful world around us. To know more about light, light is a form of wave. It travels in a straight line. Where do you see light elsewhere? Daylight, light from the tube, from the bulb. All of these make things around us visible. Light, natural light, is made up of 7 colors. The colors of the rainbow. You must have seen a rainbow when there is rain and sunlight at the same time. The rainbow is formed on the opposite side of the sun. So, the natural light is made up of 7 colors. And do you know, when we mix all these 7 colors, it makes up white light. With light also comes something known as shadows. But we'll talk about it later. First of all, as we know, the earth has the cycle of day and night, that is light and darkness. At any point, half the earth is experiencing day and half the earth is experiencing night. That is because that half part of the earth which is experiencing day it is facing the sun. Obviously, the other half not facing the sun will experience night. This cycle goes on continuously. This is because the earth rotates around itself. With that, we come to the topic of shadows. Where have you seen shadows and what is necessary for shadows? If I take you to a dark room, will you be able to see any shadow? Of course not. You will not be able to see anything for that matter. When we see shadows, the most important thing for seeing a shadow is any type of light, not only sunlight, any type of light and an opaque object. Have you seen a window with a plain glass? Light passes through the window as it is. You never see a shadow. When you look out of the window that has plain glass, maybe that is in your classroom or at your home, you see light coming directly inside. You can see out of the window and see the colorful world. But what if you stand in between light and some object? See, if light is coming, sunlight is coming from this side, and if I stand in between, am I transparent? Of course not. So what is going to happen? Me standing in between is going to cast a shadow. Shadow is always formed on the opposite side of the light source. You see shadow from morning till we have sunset. Now you just find this out when you go to the terrace or when you're walking early in the morning. When you get up early in the morning and stand in sunlight, you will have a very big shadow on the western side. But as the day rises and it is 12 noon, the shadow starts becoming shorter and shorter, and at 12 you will have no shadow because sun is at the top and shadow will be cast in the opposite direction. So almost no shadow. There is also something known as a zero shadow day. Okay? So now we are going to have some fun with light and shadows. Let's get started. Children, we will understand what are opaque objects, transparent objects and translucent objects. Transparent objects are something like this glass, where light passes completely through it. Opaque objects, as you know, is anything around you, something like this box, which will block light and shadow will be cast on the other side. But then what are translucent objects? Translucent objects are something like this frosted glass that pass light partially through it, and we get something like diffused light. Don't be confused. We will do some wonderful activities and you will have the concept of opaque, transparent and translucent very clear in your minds. So we have these foams, a torch and this double side tape and these glasses. So let us keep everything aside first. I'll take it out of the frame. We will take this long piece of foam and put double side tape on it. So you will remove the release paper from one side and fix it on this long foam, rectangular foam. Okay? This is for fixing the torch. So I am again removing the release paper and I am fixing the torch. So something that requires common sense is you will not put the torch like this, which will get this switch stuck below. Then you won't be able to switch the torch on. So look at this. I have fixed the torch. Now what I'll do is take the other foam which has a slit in between and slide the transparent glass into it. Okay? It already has a slit. If it does not have, use a small cutter and make a slit. Not very deep. I have taken this screen and here is the torch. I will switch the torch on. You can see the light of this torch coming here. Yes, can you see it? I'll take this transparent glass in front of the torch. Did it make any difference? No, it did not, because this is a transparent object and light completely passes through this object. Now let us take an opaque object like this paper. I put the paper into the slit and I am just sliding it in front of the light. So this is not passing. Light is not passing through the opaque object. So this is how eclipses are formed. So this is the sun, this is the earth, this is the moon. It comes in between, and that is solar eclipse. When earth comes in between sun and moon, it is lunar eclipse. So this is how light does not pass through opaque objects. Now let us see what happens with translucent objects. So I am taking this frosty glass and I am passing it in between this object. So can you see, light is not passing completely. It is neither passing completely nor is it getting obstructed completely. A diffused form of light can be seen. This is how translucent objects pass diffused light. Children, now we will make a scarecrow and observe the size of shadow it casts when the angle of light that falls on the scarecrow changes. Let's get started. First of all, take this bolt and nut. So the long one is the bolt and the small thing is the nut. I have removed the nut completely from the bolt. Take this plastic base from the center, pass this bolt downside up, that means like this, and fix a nut on top. Try to fix it as tightly as possible, and you can hand tighten it, no need of screwdriver. On top of this, you will put this plastic hub. There are 4 holes in it. Pass any hole from the bolt, through the bolt. This small straw piece on the upper side, and now we have this ball. It has a hole in it. You will put the ball on top of this straw. So this is the head of the scarecrow. Now let us make its arms. These 2 identical straw pieces are to be put through the horizontal holes, one on each side. This makes your scarecrow. You can decorate it, make a hat. I'll just draw 2 eyes and a smiley. Okay, so it is smiling at you all. Not very good, but fine. You can decorate it as you want. Now let us see how it casts a shadow. Okay, so you can see complete darkness. Let me flash on the light. Look at the scarecrow saying hi. Now let us see the shadow. You have to stand at a distance in complete darkness and flash the light on it. Can you see a long shadow, very sharp on the other end? It is opposite to the light source. As I start, so this is the sun early in the morning. As I start changing the angle and bringing the torch up, you can see the shadow has started becoming smaller. As I bring it on top, you can see the shadow is falling exactly below this scarecrow. Again, let us see when I've taken it far away and at a lower angle, you can see long shadow. As I start bringing it up, just as the sun moves, you can see very small shadow. See, very small shadow. At say 11, at 12, again, very small shadow. So this is how you can have fun with shadows. As we discussed, light is made of 7 colors and 7 colors make white light. Can we prove it? Yes, of course we can. We have the stop and the sticker having 7 colors. You will remove the sticker and put it on top of this top very carefully. Okay, so this is done. I will spin the top now and you can see mixing of colors. Can you see? This color when mixed is not completely white, but when all colors mix, it is giving you a tinge of something grayish. Take the top in sunlight and then spin it So you'll get better color. It will go towards white. So why is it not white completely? Because we do not have all that strength to bring it to white. We will have fun with this black and white top. You may have different print. It's not necessary that you'll have the same. Remove the release paper of the sticker from one side. Little tricky. Yes. Okay. Remove this thing in the middle and put it on top of the spinning top very carefully. Okay, it's a little folded here, but you have to do it very carefully. Now when we spin this black and white top under tube light, you will see a beautiful pattern that it forms. But you have to remember that you have to spin it at a very slow speed. Something like this.